Hi everybody, welcome to Jin's Wall Street News. The US Census Bureau reported Wednesday that new orders for manufactured goods rose 0.2% in October from a month ago. According to the S&P Global US Services Purchasing Managers Index, increased from 55 in October to 56.1 in November. According to the Federal Reserve System, the Beige Book said, quote, economic activity rose slightly in most districts, unquote. 10-year Treasury yield falls to 4.19% ahead of the weekly jobless claims on Thursday and the jobs report scheduled to be released on Friday. For the US stocks, S&P 500 rose 0.61% to a record close on Wednesday. Shares of Marvell Technology jumped about 23% as the company CEO Matt Murphy said, quote, we are seeing strong custom AI demand continuing to the fourth quarter, unquote. The US Census Bureau reported Wednesday that new orders for manufactured goods rose 0.2% to $586.7 billion in October from $585.6 billion in September, which was revised up from $584.2 billion. According to the S&P Global US Services Purchasing Managers Index, increased from 55 in October to 56.1 in November. The S&P Global said, quote, marked increases in both business activity and new orders were signaled during the month, with rates of expansion accelerating. Companies remained wary of committing to new hires, however, and lowered employment marginally again. The S&P Global added, quote, some firms indicated that the results of the presidential election and end of the uncertainty had provided the impetus for customers to commit to new orders, unquote. The Federal Reserve System published the Beige Book on Wednesday saying, quote, economic activity rose slightly in most districts. 3 regions exhibited modest or moderate growth that offset flat or slightly declining activity in 2 others. Though growth in economic activity was generally small, expectation for growth rose moderately across most geographies and sectors. When it comes to the labor markets, the Beige Book said, quote, employment levels were flat or up only slightly across districts. Hiring activity was subdued as worker turnover remained low and few firms reported increasing their headcount. 10-year Treasury yield began to fall at about 9 a.m. Wednesday as oil prices decreased, as well as the political issue in France affecting investors. And the yield went down further as the S&P Global said, quote, companies remained wary of committing to new hires and lowered employment marginally again, unquote. Then the yield is hovering around 4.19% as the Beige Book said, quote, employment levels were flat or up only slightly across districts, unquote. Now investors are waiting for the weekly jobless claims on Thursday and jobs report scheduled to be released on Friday. For the US stocks, S&P 500 rose 0.61% and the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 0.69%. The tech-heavy Nasdaq jumped 1.3%. All 3 major averages closed at records on Wednesday. Shares of Marvell Technology jumped about 23% Wednesday after the company reported $1.52 billion revenue, up 7% on a yearly basis, and 43 cents adjusted EPS, so the company beat on the top and bottom line. When it comes to the guidance for the current quarter, the company expected it to be $1.8 billion, up 26% year-over-year, higher than expectations. The company CEO Matt Murphy said during the conference call, quote, "We are seeing strong custom AI demand continuing to the fourth quarter." He added, quote, "Yesterday, we announced the expansion of our strategic relationship with Amazon Web Services through a comprehensive multi-generational 5-year agreement. Additionally, Marvell will collaborate with AWS for EDA in the cloud, leveraging the advanced and scalable compute capabilities of AWS to accelerate silicon design," unquote. Chipmaker Marvell's strong earnings powered big tech and tech stocks on Wednesday. Shares of Amazon rose 2.21% and Nvidia stock jumped 3.48% on strong AI demand. Okay, this is the end of today's news. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.